The rage is annoying enough. The disc being broken, which I... Ow. Oh, I hate when they do that. Get off me, you arsehole. Alright, let's just go. Alright, I'm just gonna carefully walk through. I think it's because this part's the healthy part of town, and then when you go through here, like you stop fighting, then you start fighting again. Just carefully through the gate. No loading screen this time? Alright. See if I can sneak up behind him. I got one good hidden. I'm gonna stay away from the loading screen actually. I think that's what I'll do. Shit. I can't believe I missed. The only thing is, the scowls start to notice. And then that's the problem. Oh, I've still got 60 seconds. Should I just ring around the rosy him? Oh no. Ow. Shit, okay. Oh, 9 seconds, it's okay. Just run for 9 seconds. You can do this, 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 and... Oh, I would really want to see how bad the damage was going to be. Oh, come on. Ow. Move. He's still not dead? How are you still not dead? You are the most annoying fucking beast, I think. Oh, that was... Okay. Still? Get... Oh, shit. Oh. Fucking hell, I died. Do you see what I mean? This close. This close. Why? Why must there be enemies around every corner? And it says those enemies are supposed to like double if you're on bad karma, and I'm on good karma. So like, fuck doing bad karma, because it's fucking too many enemies to deal with as it is now. I really hate the idea that everywhere you go, it's a fucking battle to get to a place. It's like, and it's an infuriating battle as well. It's like, with God of War it was kind of like that. Like, there was a battle to get to places kind of everywhere you went. But like, I don't know, it just made it feel more like part of the world, like part of the story. And I guess they're a little less infuriating. Maybe they were, and I'm just not remembering how infuriating. Maybe my brain's blocked that out. But like, with this, it just feels like a nuisance. It feels like they're just There. That's it. Drink him. Ow. 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 I don't... Sometimes you can swing this twice, but... Ow. For some reason it's not letting me swing twice right now. I'm not doing too good. Oh, I can see my blood meter. Okay. Why is it taking me so long to, like, fight? Alright. My stamina's good. There we go. Okay, now it's loading. Ow. Alright. This guy's way too strong. Just try not to get hit. And you should be okay. Shit, now I'm out. Okay. Ow. I'm scared. I might get hit. I use you. God, they're all so strong. Fuck. You are a douche. You are a douche. Oh. Oh, I hate you. Heal. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. That guy's so strong. Can I... Hold on. Where am I supposed to be going anyway? Oh, am I over the docks? Oh, maybe I can run. Fuck it, see if I can run. Oh shit, what happened? Please tell me I did not fucking freeze again. This stupid bloody disc is gonna drive me fucking crazy. Fuck Ichabod Frog Monster's fucking quest, because it lags my disc, and there's clearly a problem with this part of the game because it is just freezing and the disc is stupid and I hate it, and this game's like good, but it's not good, that good. Like, it's a decent game, but like it's not a very good game. Like, I've played a lot better. No offense, Vampyr, but like your playstyle is kind of meh. It's annoying. It makes me not want to play. Like, you don't... If you want to put some infuriating boss battles and stuff like that in there, and all these RPG elements, like, try and make it seem a little bit more part of the world, part of the story, rather than enemies! Just because we can, because we're here to fucking annoy you! Everywhere you go, because you can't just walk through a bloody gate without fighting about, I don't know, 20 fucking guys! Or if not 20 guys, then 3 fucking bosses! Or a boss and like a really strong one and like a normal one. Seriously, everywhere you go, you must fight like a whole fucking school class of bad guys with a mix of like mini bosses in there, and that is not okay with me. Okay, that is not okay with me, and I'm fucking losing it right now. I know. When Veruca says bye, it's like a battle cry, and when Veruca says mine, I'm like Charlie from the spine. And when Veruca says please, what did sweet Veruca say? Daddy, buy me North Korea. When Veruca says bye, it's like a battle cry. When Veruca says mine, I'm like Charlie for the spine. And when Veruca says please, I know it. It says bye! I just feel like shouting, I'm sorry. Okay, like seriously, here's my problem with this game. Because, well, clearly we're frozen, so I'm just gonna chat and pad some of this runtime because I do not feel like starting again. Quite frankly, I'm fucking exhausted because I've just gone from 3 weeks having all this free time to work on videos and streams and stuff like that, which I have fucking loved. Although I have not loved that I'm not able to see my friends and family and stuff like that. But I've gone from that to frickin' working almost every single day and still trying to keep up with the same level of videos, and I'm struggling with the adjustment a bit, okay? I'm struggling, and like I got home at 8 o'clock tonight after I've worked from 4 till 8, and I worked from like 11:30 till 2 and 4 till 8 Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, and 4 till 8 today, and I've come home after work and like had dinner, and then I came to do the stream and the disc keeps freezing and the internet cut off once, and it's just like, and there's a problem with the disc, or I don't know if it's lagging just the game in general, but like there's disc errors and it's does this laggy thing and it just freezes, and sometimes it does this a lot, but usually, touch wood, it tends to sort of lag and then kind of continue. But lately it's just been kind of, as we've gotten further into the game, it's been freezing, and you have to like come out of it, go back into Vampyr. I was gonna say re-come into it, and that did not sound right. But like you have to exit the application, enter the application, like open the application, enter the application, that's what people say. Enter the application, and it's just like, I'm streaming obviously, and it's like I'm trying to do my stream game. Can you let me do my stream, or are we having a problem? Clearly we're having a problem, but there's not a lot I can fucking do about it. And it's like I have enough problems with my internet being a shoddy fucking dick anyway, and it's just like frustrating. It's fucking rage-inducing, infuriating gameplay on its own without all this shit on top of it. Like I don't like I said, I don't like how every time you want to go to a mission or a side mission, you end up going through all these enemies, and there's some of them you can run through, which I'm glad that they included that, but like most of the time, like there'll be a bunch of people in front of a gate or something like that, and you have to defeat them to actually be able to open the gate, and it's not very specific as well. It took me a little while to learn that, so it makes it seem like, oh, I thought maybe I could go around them. I didn't realise I could go through like the gates and stuff that they open, because the button disappears. Like it comes up with an X button above the gate, or like on the gate when it can tell you that it opens, but like it disappears when you're in a fight, and so you have to like defeat the guys to get through the gate, and that was something that I had to learn. And it's like it could have been a little bit more clearer on that aspect of everything, you know. And for one, also, two, why? What is the point of having to fight all these guys every single time I go somewhere. Like, it's not just a few scattered in the environment that would just naturally be there. I mean, they're trying to say they would, like, because there's scows and vampires supposed to be plaguing, so I get that it does fit in with the story, but, like, I don't know, it just, something about it isn't done very well. It just feels very much like an excuse to be like, this is kind of RPG elements, here you go. This is your RPG element type fight thing, and how we make this world a bit RPG-ish. And it's just like, no, if you want to include like RPG style elements in your game, do it better. Do it better. And it's annoying because it's just like everywhere you go, and it's like I wish there was more options to like maybe run past them, because they're not vital to the story, all these fights. And I feel like a lot of the time, I feel like the majority of the game you spend fighting these people than you do actually doing the main missions and stuff like that, which I'm glad main missions don't take that long, although the Mary one was, oof, that was a doozy. But then, like, that's what I mean though, when you're gonna do really hard fights, make it worth it. Make the fights that don't really mean anything, like just to get you from place to place, easier, you know? And if you're gonna do a hard fight, make it something that's worth it, like the whole Mary fight. I'm glad that was hard. Like, well, I'm not glad that it was hard because it was infuriating, but like it gave me a sense of accomplishment after it. Whereas this, like defeating this beast and stuff, yeah, I'll feel good when I eventually defeat him and actually get past that fucking gate. But it's pointless. It's just like, I'm defeating these people, it's taking me so much time and effort and energy and time out of my day to do this, and it's just like, why? Why are they so hard to defeat? Maybe they would be easier if I don't give them blood. I don't know the mechanics of that too well, but I'm talking as if I'm drinking human blood, but like, I don't know. But then there's supposed to be more bad guys, so maybe it would be still the same level of difficulty. I just think they should make the less, like, the pointless fights easier. And also, like, as we're sort of getting further into it, I noticed they have, like, proper vampires to battle, which are some deep battles, but I'm glad that they don't make you do it, you know, because it's like, those are some big battles, especially when they're just going from place to place. But I like how they show up, so you know that things are getting kind of more serious, but they don't make you fight them. You can run past, you know, because like, yeah, you don't want to do that big a fight to just go for a gate. It's not enough. It's not enough of an accomplishment. Like, there's no story to it, like, there's nothing that's gonna progress the story by me getting these guys and getting through a gate. It's just gonna get me to the place where I do want to progress the story from, where it's a side mission or main mission. And it's just like, especially if I'm going to a side mission, like with the main mission it's not as bad, you know. If I'm going to a main mission, then yeah, things are probably going to be a little bit more up the ante about getting there. But like, if I'm just going to a side mission, like, make it easy, dude. I'm just trying to do a side mission. Like, I feel like they should really toe down the level of difficulty when it comes to these enemies. And especially, like, that sewer beast or whatever it is, the big blue thing, like, that was a boss in one of the earlier chapters, and now it's just become, like, an everyday enemy, which kind of lessens the mission. I feel like it lessens the mission that we did and defeated it, and it kind of lessens that accomplishment now that they're just everywhere, and I've defeated loads of them by now. They did make them easier to defeat, which I'm thankful for, but still not easy enough in my opinion. And like, I don't know. And also, like, I know if people like different, you know, difficulty levels and stuff. I feel like if someone's really struggling, they should do something like Resident Evil does, which is give you an option to switch to a different mode or get some sort of help, or even skip the battle entirely if if you've done it a few times and you're clearly not getting anywhere, maybe the game could give you that option. And obviously you don't have to take it as a player, you can keep going and try and get past that block, those enemies and stuff. But like, unless it's for a big thing, like a big mission or a main mission, or like Mary, the whole thing with Mary, it had some really good meaning and story. It's just like, I don't want to, you know? What is the point of me doing this? What is the point of me struggling to defeat these guys just to get through a gate? It's annoying. It's like really, really frustrating. So yeah. But I think that's probably my biggest problem with Vampyr, is like the RPG style elements to it. Because like, I do enjoy the fights, but they're just, it's just, every time it's just so frustrating. Nothing's ever, like, no enemies are ever easy, and like, oh no, oh I don't like challenge, but like, you can say that, but like, what I mean is, I do quite enjoy a good challenge, but it's like, when it's every fucking time, it gets really grating, especially since everywhere you go there's like 30 to 40 enemies along your path whenever you want to go somewhere, and if you want to explore, expect like 50 more. That rhymed. But it's just like, lessen it at least. Either lessen how many there are, or make them a bit easier. It's just too much. It's just too much. You know? And especially if they're supposed to like double when you're on bad karma. This is good karma. I do not want to see what fucking bad karma is, because like, I mean, unless it's a lot easier because maybe you're stronger because of like drinking human blood. I don't know how that affects it. Be interesting to find that out. I would like to do a bad karma like go through of this, but I also kind of don't want to, because this game is so long. And it's just kind of, at times, I honestly have not wanted to play it. Lately, I've actually quite enjoyed it. I feel like it's picked up, gotten a bit better story-wise. And like, I've actually really enjoyed playing and enjoyed making cures and doing that kind of stuff, like, and just going around and talking to people. I love those aspects of the game. I love going around and like, sorry, dogs. I love going around and like talking to all the people, learning all the little secrets, and like curing people and making people healthier. I love doing that. Like, that's so much fun. But like, and I love learning the little secrets and getting the little hints and exploring the world. I just wish I could explore it without, I'd like the ability, there's such a big world, like map that they've created to explore, and it would be nice to be able to explore it without, like, on my own time, without going past hundreds of enemies all the time, you know? Like, personally, I like a game where I can snoop, and like, I love snooping. I like where I can snoop and just check out the world around me and what's around, and read little secrets about the town and learn about all the people and talk to people and cure them. Personally, I love doing all of that stuff. I enjoy a good challenge and a fight now and again, but like, mostly I'm very story orientated. and with Vampyr it's just kind of lacking for me story-wise. It's not a bad story so far, like, there have been some decent parts of it, but it's also kind of falls short a little bit. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's just lacking something, you know? It's just lacking something to it that I just can't quite put my finger on. The story feels kind of broken up a little bit, like, and the emotion's not quite there. Like, the whole thing with Mary, they say the right things and they've got the right tone, but I don't know, they all seem to keep a very stoic face all the time. Maybe it's the animation. but they all seem to keep a very stoic face all the time, and it's hard to read like people's emotions, and I think that could be much improved on, and the tone of things. But there have been some really good parts that I have enjoyed. It's just I feel like they fall short on the animation and the emotion, the expression. Like, these characters don't really express much. They say things, but they're very much like, they kind of walk around like this. So like, oh yeah, my old boy Billy drowned in the swamp. And they very much don't look like they have much emotion about it. Like, there is some, but it could be much improved on, I feel. And also sometimes it's kind of confusing, like what they're trying to do, what they're trying to hint at, like emotionally. Like with the whole Lady Ashbury thing, like there were some shock twists with that, which are quite fun, which was the whole when she was like feeding on the nearly dead, the dying, which was like, oh, how dare you? And then like they seem to kind of sort of like get romantic all of a sudden out of nowhere, which was like, what? Why? And there was never really any sort of, I don't know, things seem to come out of nowhere is what I'm saying. I think that's it. I think that's what's kind of wrong with the story arc. It feels like there are some nice threads that kind of get tied up, like with the, what is it, the sewer dog, or levels like talk about that, and then we eventually faced him and they still talk about it. Like, that was cool. With Clay and the Wet Boot Boys, they still talk about that, and the Prison Guards. There are some story threads that are still very good, but there are some that just, things that kind of come out of nowhere. We had Mary at the start, like he killed his sister, or thought he did, and then she came back, and I don't know, it was kind of not really mentioned much, and then it was kind of out of the blue, she's a vampire, go kill her, and then she was dead, and that was it, kind of thing. I don't know. And with the whole like romance or whatever is happening between Jonathan, Dr. Reed, and Lady Ashbury, like that kind of felt like out of the blue as well. Like, it felt like they were kind of distrustful, and I thought that was the vibe I was getting, at least, that Jonathan was kind of distrustful of her, and I was like, I don't really trust her either, Jonathan, I'm with you there, Dr. Reed. And he was like, then they started talking a lot, and then in the last, was it the last one, couple episodes ago, I think, and we were talking to her, and they had a little bit of a flirty vibe going on just out of nowhere, when their relationships never really alluded to anything romantic. Although if they continued that storyline and like progress it really slowly, that would be very well done. I'd enjoy that. But it kind of made me feel like I couldn't trust her, and I'm very confused. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be rooting for. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling for these characters. Things seem to come out of nowhere, and then just left and right, and suddenly things just get changed. I'm like, what? You don't really get their personalities coming through. You don't really get the vibes between the characters and their relationships, and I think that's a big part of what this game is lacking. So yeah, because like as well with like Sean Hampton, when I hope we see Sean again, by the way. I hope that's not the end of what we hear from Sean. With Sean Hampton in his like shelter, he was very much like hi, and like not hi. I don't know, he never really, like, I think there was a choice to make him a vampire like us, instead of, I think he was a Scowl, and he was quite happy being a Scowl, and I didn't realise he didn't want to be a vampire, because like, I was like, well, I'll make you a vampire, but it didn't. That's the thing. It asked me to make the choice between, I think, killing him, making him a vampire, or something else, and leaving him as a scout. And like, he was very happy being a scout after he won. He was doing his thing, and I felt incredibly guilty for that because like I turned him into a vampire. Like, he didn't want to be a vampire, and then we kind of forced him into it. And I was like, shit, what have I just chosen? I was like, well, I'll make him a vampire if he wants to be. But like, how the fuck was I supposed to know? They don't really express these characters' wants or desires, their traits very well. They don't express the relationships between each other, and it's just lacking a lot of like emotion and continuity there. So yeah, I'm just gonna check comments real quick. Any comments? But the fights, like I said, infuriating. Infuriating. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that made sense. Like, there's just a lot missing that could make this game a really good game. But I don't mean this in a bad way, and I'll probably go into more detail when I actually finish the game, if I finish the game, because lag, disc, errors, fucking get it together, game, please. But I'll try and get past this disc error at some point off camera for you guys, and like, I'll just try and get to a point where, like, I don't know, we can get past this whole fight, because it seems to be with this fight that it keeps like erroring. So maybe I won't do the Ichabod side quest, which I'm kind of sad about, because I kind of wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to put pictures of vampires up and warn people, but oh well. So, I don't know, we'll see with this one. Touch wood, hopefully it will work and we can get past the lag and the disc errors. Yeah, I'm gonna say, and I will say that I'll probably talk about this more when/if/when I ever finish this game, if it stops lagging. Only if because of the lag and the disc errors. Because I do want to finish this game, and I do kind of want to, like, part of me wants to go back and do the other Karma route and just like kill everyone and see what happens then. But like, it's also really long and I'm not sure if I want to. You know? Like, you know when you get a really long game and it's, at times it's entertaining and at times it's kind of boring. At times I have not wanted to play this game, I've been like stuck with something, and it just makes you feel like you don't want to get unstuck. It makes you feel like you don't want to defeat those enemies because fuck it, it's fucking too difficult. And like, I don't think that's a very good thing for a game to make you feel. Like, the game makes you feel like you don't want to play it. You know, and I have had that with games before when it comes to like game rage and stuff, but like it's different, you know, it's different. I've experienced like just regular game rage with this game where I've been stuck with a fight or something, or like, oh, I'm not playing it for a while, and then and it's different to this because it's like it's had this thing where it's just like, oh, well, I'm stuck with this and this and this is just getting on my nerves, and it just makes you not want to play it. It's like, oh, it's not really, what am I getting past this fight for? It's not really that good. It just makes you not want to play it, you know, which a game shouldn't do that. A game should make you want to keep playing it, even when you sort of rage quit and say, I'm not playing this forever. You do go back to it, and this game makes me not want to go back to it sometimes, which, not so much now it's gotten into the later chapters, but I think towards more the beginning/middle-ish of this series, yeah, there were some real times there, and I think it's got a lot of potential. That's the thing. It's got so much potential, these choices, this world that it's built, and the characters. If it just did all the things that I said, like made the fights a bit easier, had a few less enemies around when you're just going places, or gave you the opportunity to run past everyone, like gave you the choice, if it included more emotion and animation and tone with the characters, if it told you more about the motivations, about the relationships with each other, and if it was a little bit more story based and had more continuity and like was less out of the blue, if it had all those things, this would be an amazing game. But it doesn't, and although I do think it's a good game and I do enjoy playing it, it is probably the worst game I've ever played. That seems really harsh to say that, but I have played some very, very good games. I feel like the games I have played are very, very good quality, and yeah, this is one of my least favourite, for sure. It's probably the least favourite, probably the worst game I've ever played, and I hate to say that because I do enjoy the game and I do think it's a good game, but you just have to be really patient with it, and yeah, there's just a lot of problems with it, and this disc error is a big part of that, but that's probably due to getting a dud disc. Not dud, but like a problematic disc. So there is that. Maybe that would, if that scratched off, no, I was gonna say if that scratched off, it would be better, but it would still be the worst game I played. And I don't mean that to be mean. I don't mean that to insult the creators or the makers of this game, because I do really enjoy it, and I do like a lot of the elements of it. As I've said, I like the characters. I like the idea. I like the plot. Like, you're a doctor in 1912 in a plague. You're a vampire. Everyone's like, vampires have a plague, and you go around curing people. I like that idea. Overall, though, I think that's something else that's missing. Actually, is what is the goal? What is the goal here? Like, there's no. I don't know. There's no. I suppose there's no, like. Actually, I'm not too bothered that it's missing that. I was gonna say there's no, like, end destination. There's no idea of where you're supposed to be going. But actually, no, I'm not too mad at that. I like the idea that you're just a doctor in 1912 London, and you're helping people, and then stuff happens along the way. I like that idea, and you're learning more about vampires. I'm guessing maybe the end goal is to find our maker? I don't know. Maybe fall in love with Lady Ashbury, or she'll betray us. I'm still not sure. This is what I mean. What are her motivations? If they've done that on purpose, then fair enough, but I feel like they haven't. I feel like they've just made everything kinda meh, kinda toneless sometimes, and this world is beautiful and it has so much potential, and I really do like all the characters. Like, I'm going around town, I feel like I'm going around town saying hi to my neighbours. I'm like, Dyson, hey mate, Tom, pour me a drink, you know? Sabrina, still sweeping the floor, I see. Shorthampton, you still getting your shelter running? I'm so sorry for turning you into a vampire against your will. I didn't know you didn't want it, and it wouldn't let me back out once I pressed the button. Yeah, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Lady Ashbury, I kinda don't trust you still, but are we romantic? Are we friends? What the fuck is happening between us? Also, since, like, some of the storylines, like, since some secrets and stuff have come out, we've just kind of not talked about them since. It would be nice if you could, like, mention it more, and the characters mentioned it more. Like, the whole thing with Dorothy Crane and her whole underground thing, that was a good storyline. That's how you do a storyline. I enjoyed that a lot. But then it was still kind of lacking, because, like, it kind of doesn't give you that feeling. When you make a choice, it does kind of make you feel, oh shit, what do I choose? But it kind of doesn't at the same time. It doesn't have the same, it doesn't give it much weight, you know? It doesn't give your choices much weight, like games like Life is Strange and stuff like that. I mean, comparing this to Life is Strange, they're two completely different games, but, like, I feel like when you're given a choice, you should feel the weight of that choice and what the consequences might be. And I feel like we've kind of willy-nilly done our choices and been consequence free. I don't know if it'll all be shown in the ending, all the consequences of our choices, but I feel like we're working towards a good karma and hopefully a good ending. But I feel like it would be nice to see more of the consequences before the end of the game, not just end of the game, this is the consequences, you know? So just give them a bit more welly, give all those choices a bit more weight, make them feel heavy in our hands. I want to be anxious about what I'm choosing. That's really weird sentence to say. I want anxiety. I don't want anxiety, thank you very much. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I want, like, give me a choice to say shut Dorothy Crane's operation down or let it keep running. What are my consequences? If I did let her keep running, it was like that choice felt like it held a bit more weight, but still not the right amount of weight that I felt it should have held. Like, I feel like choices you make kind of hold like this amount of weight for everyday choices, when they should hold this amount of weight. And then when the big important choices, like with Dorothy Crane and her letting her run a dispensary or not, like, it's like this when it should be like this kind of weight, you know? It should be like, oh shit. Like, imagine you're catching that weight. Well, everyday choices should be like, oh, and big choices should be like, oh shit. I sound like I'm sneezing. Oh shit. This has been Ranting with Megsy. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm just gonna check my comments one more time. Okay, it says there's none, so I'm sorry if I've missed any. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry about the game freezing. I will try and fix it for next week, and I'm a day late, so I apologise. Like I said, a bit burnt out from like being at work again. It's weird adjusting again. But yeah. I'm really looking forward to when lockdown's finished and when we can get the channel to 1k. But thank you guys so much, by the way, for like 320 something subscribers. That's crazy. Thank you guys. There will be a thank you video coming out soon. I know I kept saying that, but like, since I did it, like, it was at 285, and now I need to put an addendum. Now we're at 300 and something. But like, I'm really looking forward to when I can do this like full time and kind of go away from work. Although we'll miss work, I think like it's time to go. You know, when I hit that and when I hit 1k and get 1,000 and stuff like that, and I can do this full time, which I would really love to do. Yeah, and then I could either, if I'm not quite ready, reduce my hours or just quit completely. I don't know. We'll see when we get there, but like, I'm really looking forward to that time and being able to do that, plus see my friends and my family and still go out and travel and stuff like that. Like, oh my god, all of that combined, it's perfect. My perfect life right there, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to say babies and gentlemen. I think I was about to say my perfect life right there, baby / ladies and gentlemen, and I got confused. My perfect life right my perfect life right there, babies and gentlemen. Like, you know, get my own place and stuff. I'm looking forward to it, but I do appreciate you guys, and I appreciate what I have now, so please don't think that I don't. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for 300 and something subs. I'm so happy with the growth of this channel. I love you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry, RIP headphone users. It's my ASMR, okay? But I'm gonna end this here. I hope you're controversial. Actually, I didn't really. Everyone was like, "Oh, God of War is such a good game," and it's probably my second least favorite game above this one. I don't know. Again, maybe it's just not my type of game. I'm a very story person, although I enjoyed the way the like RPG elements kind of blended in with the world, and I liked the fights and stuff like that, but it kind of lacked in story for me. Then again, I did get the ending spoiled for me, so I don't know if that was part of it. Maybe if it hadn't been spoiled for me, it would have been more enjoyable. It was just one of those things. I was sitting watching some Jacksepticeye on the toilet, and he was like, oh, spoilers for God of War, and I was like, I'm wiping my ass, and I was like, la 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 la, I can't hear you, and then like, I couldn't breathe, and then I like stopped, and then he said, oh, I'm not gonna say, but like he spoiled the ending of who Atreus is, or Atreus as I always called him. Oh crap, my internet. Alright, I'm gonna leave this here, but if you like this video, please give that like button, or push, give us a big thumbs up, whack it, make a smile. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. I post a new video pretty much every single day. Pretty much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And as always, I'm Megsy, signing off. Bye guys!